Good day and warm welcome to this meditation experience. Today, I thought we'd do something a little bit unusual. It was just something on my mind, which is this idea of kind of setting ourselves up for success when it comes to so-called meditation. So, the meditation that I practice, that students of Raj Yoga practice, which we sometimes call Raj Yoga meditation, has a very simple and specific focus to experience ourselves as a spiritual being, a soul. So that's our entire meditation practice, which allows us to then have something called yoga, the soul in communion with the Supreme Soul. All very easy. The issue is to make sure I'm in a state where I can actually meditate. And ironically, as I thought about it, the qualities or arts that we usually in the world think of as meditation are actually the steps to prepare for meditation, not the meditation itself. So it gets me into a really good state to experience myself as the soul. So that's what we're going to look at is the preparation, which are very commonly referred to as meditation itself. So these are things like being present, becoming an observer, becoming quiet and calm, and the most famous, mindfulness, which actually is also emptying the mind. These are the two biggies that are often thought of as meditation, and they're actually the same thing. A full mind and an empty mind, mindfulness, emptying the mind. So this is all preparation for a successful meditation experience. So let's sort of look at these, their connection to each other, what they might feel like. So sitting comfortably, and yes, we practice open-eyed meditation in Raj Yoga. So maybe you want to experiment with that, sitting with the physical eyes open in a relaxed, not a strained way. And starting with the most simple, this idea of being present. So when it comes to especially my mind, it's so often traveling through time. My mind has the habit of traveling through time, being a time traveler. I observe it now and see how quickly, in a second, it can move into the past. Thoughts about the past, whether it's regretting the past, enjoying the past, or most often rewriting the past. Spending a lot of time in the past and also racing into the future. Maybe worrying about the future, planning for the future, anticipating the future, trying to live through the future early. So racing around in time, which means it's not really available in the present moment. And it has to be for meditation to happen. So paying attention to where is my mind right now. Sometimes souls focus on the breath of the body to bring my mind into the present, or a candle, or some stimuli. But just being aware, having the eyes open, can actually help me to be in this moment, aware of being in this space at this time with a specific purpose or objective. So just even mastering the art of being in this moment, stepping outside of the pressure of time, starting to feel my mind slowing down, no longer time traveling, being aware and fully awake. And that naturally leads to the next state, being an observer. I'm used to looking out through the windows of the eyes, observing the physical world. I can even do that now, looking around in the physical space in which I sit, feeling very present, but noticing how easily my mind starts to react to what I see. Oh, that picture is crooked. There's a spot on the floor. I really have to clean up that mess. So starting to race again into thoughts that are not relevant to this moment. Mastering the art of simply being a witness, neutral. The eyes observe, but no commentary is necessary. And eventually, I want to use this skill while observing my inner world, the thoughts, the feelings, even the reactions, the activity of my mind without expansion or judgment, a neutral or compassionate eye. Again, slowing my mind down so that the next state is possible, becoming more quiet and calm inside. If my mind becomes less reactive, less racing, less expansion, just by being aware. In essence, my mind is starting to let go, release what is not relevant to this moment. And that's creating space in my mind becoming more spacious. Whenever there is a letting go, it automatically unlocks a sense of calm or release. It's the same as the physical breath. I observe that now. I fill the lungs up, and then the moment I exhale, the shoulders drop, the body relaxes, releases tension, calming down. The same happens with my mind. When I start to let go of the unnecessary just by being aware, present, in the moment, and neutral, there's more calm, quiet, as if the mind is breathing in a lighter way, more easy. And that will naturally lead to the next most interesting art, mindfulness and emptying the mind. My mind is already so full. I don't want to make it more full. So is it that I want to be mindful when it's already full, or I actually want to empty my mind? Again, letting go of the unnecessary, only what is relevant to this moment. I'm not completely emptying my mind. And I am, in a way, filling it as well. That space, as I let go of the unnecessary, for more calm to come into the mind, more clarity, more quiet coming into my mind, which aren't empty at all. They're quite nourishing states. But my mind is emptying more and more of the worldly, of the physical, thoughts about the temporal, things that come and go, and focusing or filling more and more what really matters to me, which tends to be more timeless issues and aspects, not the stuff that comes and goes, but things that are eternal, qualitative, non-physical. Things like love, peace, truth, integrity, lightness, simplicity. Things I can't really see, but are very real. So in a physical sense, they seem empty, invisible, but they're very present, substantial. Now that my mind is completely quiet, present, open, only holding the feeling of focusing on what really matters, I'm ready to meditate. My mind can now cooperate. Meditation is the art of reflecting on eternal truths. My mind is now in a state to cooperate with that objective, the perfect space to hold the thought, I am an eternal being. I am a soul. What does that mean? What does that feel like? I'm not this temporary body. I'm much more than meets the physical eyes. My mind is able to string together a coherent series of thoughts about the significance and experience of being a soul. It's able to meditate, not for a second, but for a period of time. The more I can master these arts of preparing, the more deeply and sincerely I will be able to experience who and what I am as a soul. Om Shanti, which means I am a peaceful soul. Om Shanti. All the best, not just with meditation, but preparing to meditate. Om Shanti.